Alrighty, welcome to my Shoei VFX-W helmet review. I'm pretty new to dirt riding, so I haven't been in too many helmets, but if you watched my other Shoei helmet review on my street helmet or my road race helmet, this is the reason why I bought a Shoei. I believe they're one of the best brands for helmet. They're a helmet manufacturer through and throughout. It's not some, they don't outsource their work to anybody like a lot of the motocross stuff you see out there. So based on that, and being a new rider and basically predicting that I was going to fall on my ass and head a bunch of times, I decided to buy Shoei's top of the line helmet. It was also clearing out at a store around me, so there's no better time to sort of buy it. It was way cheaper than retail, so this is it. Unfortunately, this is the only colorway that was somewhat acceptable in my view. Not orange, definitely isn't my color, but it's still pretty cool looking. I ride a KTM, so it sort of matches that, yeah, but I'm not one for matching everything. It's interesting for me to review a motocross helmet because coming from road racing all these years, helmets for us are always very smooth, whereas on the Shoeis they have so many, just so much like curvature and just design work going on. I mean, I've read about helmet designs in the past, and generally you want everything to be the surfaces to be as smooth as possible, because if in the event you do fall and hit your head on and there are protrusions on a helmet, unfortunately that concentrates the energy of the impact on that spot. Whereas this is why helmets are smooth, are very flat traditionally, is that the impact, if you hit here, it spreads. If you hit on like an edge, like you see here, all that impact goes onto that, gets concentrated there. It doesn't spread throughout the helmet. So I find it interesting that, a helmet manufacturer such as Shoei has so many sort of steps in their helmet here and then here again. I know most motocross helmets are like that, so it's sort of interesting. I wear a medium for my road helmets, so I actually tried this on at the store. It's a medium. Fits quite tight, and traditional Shoei requires quite a bit of break-in, and this required quite a bit of break-in. I would say this helmet is far from being what I would call comfortable, I guess it works. Unfortunately, I've already crashed in this helmet and I've smacked my head really hard on the ground, which has actually led me to have a concussion. So that's what I'm nursing right now, and I decided to use this time to do some review. So as you can see here, this is where I hit the ground. It was pretty hard, and I was seeing stars, and I had a headache after. And I don't know if that tells you anything about the helmet. I want to put that out there because concussions they fucking suck. So I don't know if that says anything about the helmet, but I'm definitely going to put that out there. I crashed again a week later in this helmet, and it was like more of like a face plant type of, I sort of just got dragged across the ground, and then my chin got really scuffed up. And I find that sort of surprising because in motocross helmets the chin bar is so low, but my chin still got really bloody, and my neck and all that stuff. And that probably didn't help with my concussion, and that probably made it worse. Like the first smack, I didn't really know I had a concussion. I just had a headache, and then I felt fine, and I went with my daily life. And then a week later, I got into that accident, and then again, I sort of felt fine. But then suddenly, like, I had this onset of headaches and I couldn't sleep, and oh, it was just brutal. And I'm slowly still recovering from that. And that was over a month. That was a month ago now. So take that as it is. I'm not using this helmet anymore. I got another helmet, which I'm going to do a review on. The helmet does keep you, it keeps you cool, and that's all I can really say. I mean, like, it looks nice. Keeps it cool. It's not that comfortable. Requires a lot of break-in time. If you wear a medium Shoei in the road, you'd wear a medium in the Shoei on their off-road stuff. The goggles, like I have Fox goggles, Air Specs or something, and they fit pretty well, and it looks pretty good with them as well. Looks pretty good with the helmet, I mean. And yeah, I mean, I've crashed hard in this, and I've put it out there what the result of that is from, and yeah, I mean, that's all I can really say. I mean, there's no real technology in this helmet. I know, like, the Fox helmets and some of the helmets have like that multi-impact system or whatever, but I mean, the one good thing about what Shoei did is, I think they took this from their street technology, is that they have like their emergency pull-out tabs here. So if you're like unconscious for a while and the medical team needs to get your helmet off, and you're just unconscious, and they don't know if you damage your spine or whatever, then they pull these tabs, and then your liner comes off, so you have a humongous opening, and they should be able to gently just take your helmet off without pulling on your neck and stuff like that. So that's why I buy Shoei road race helmets, and that's another reason why I bought this helmet. I mean, it's fair to say, you gotta look at it the other way too. It's fair to say that if I got a cheaper helmet, you know, like some $150 helmet or whatever, that I could be even worse off than I am now. So it's always difficult to tell and like judge, like, well, how much did a helmet protect me? But I think it's important to have some information out there for people to know that, you know, I had a bad smack on the back of the head, and then I had I think it was a week and a half later, I landed too much on a wheelie, and then I got flung off, and I don't really remember how I dug my face in, but I dug my face in, chin first, I guess. The rest of me was totally fine. So that probably didn't help. That probably jogged my brain a little bit more. And then like another week and a half later, I hit my head again, but that was very, very, very lightly. All of that stuff doesn't help when you have like a concussion, but yeah, this is the Shoei VFX-W. Thanks for watching.